HKIQEP, ladies and gentlemen, and warm welcome to you all to the 2022 HKIQEP annual dinner. My name is Suzanne Zhang, your MC of this evening. It is my pleasure to ask the chairman of HKIQEP, Mr. Freeman Zhang, to come to the stage and give us our welcoming speech. Mr. Zhang, please.
Secretary for Environment and Ecology, Mr. Siddharth Che, Director of Drainage Services, Ms. Alice Pang, Deputy Director of Environmental Protection, Dr. Samuel Choi, Assistant Director of AFCD, Dr. Jackie Yip, our Honorable Advisor, Honorable Engineer, Dr. W.K. Low, Professor K.C. Lam, Professor Custino, esteemed government officials, sponsors, distinguished guests, members, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Hong Kong Institute of Qualified Environmental Professionals Annual Dinner 2022. It's really heartening seeing friends and colleagues after 3 years with such a great turnout. We actually have a full house. That is our statutory limit. We are gathered here this evening to not only celebrate all the progress we have made together over the past years, but to catch up and give each other positive encouragement and energy to continue the challenging work we undertake every day to improve our environment, conserve our pristine nature, and to chart our pathway to achieve zero carbon goal. HKIQEP was established with the visions to developing Hong Kong into a center of excellence for qualified environmental professionals. We have created large environmental talent pool for our key stakeholders, including government, businesses, and other employers who can hire from, and most importantly, our young and future generations who can pursue their passion for protecting the environment with a more defined career advancement. The demand for environmental professionals continues to grow from the emerging opportunities presented by the construction of the Northern Metropolis, renewal of urban areas, and development of new infrastructure in Hong Kong, to the new emerging regulations for corporate reporting on environmental performance, and the increasing importance of the green finance in the region. The demand for environmental professionals is undoubtedly increasing. I'm happy to report that since the establishment of the HKIQEP in 2015, we now have almost 600 members and over 1,000 candidates have taken part in our qualification process since 2016. We are also encouraged to see that companies and organizations, including EPD, requiring HKIQEP qualifications for the environment-related positions, and to encourage existing staff to pursue the HKIQEP qualification. We have achieved some milestones and achievements in the past years, including having our own office in December last year and launching a certificate scheme to certify experienced air and noise modeler in January this year. In terms of continuous professional development, we have not only continued to support the great CPD event organized by our institution partners, but in 2018, HKIQEP began organizing its first CPD event and also online youth summit in June this year. Here, I would like to thank our 5 institution partners, SciWAM Hong Kong, EMAHK, HKIEIA, HKIEPO, and HKIOA, for their ongoing support. It is inspiring to be working alongside our IP members, many of whom are seasoned veterans and share the common aspiration for our future generations. I also like to thank the environmental experts from different sectors across the government, businesses, and academic sectors, as well as our dedicated board of directors and members who have devoted considerable time and effort to develop and maintain our qualification process. Moving forward, we will focus on strengthening our development program, ranging from university accreditations to on-job training, and to explore new collaborations with other professional institutions and bodies to further embed and integrate environmental knowledge into our community, as well as learn from relevant overseas professional bodies. I must tell you one more encouraging news, that we have obtained funding from ECF to streamline the information relevant to ESG and compiling them into easy to understand education material that are more suitable for the public. This will raise the awareness and knowledge on ESG with an important focus on the environment and sustainability perspective. We will kick off this project in early next year with public workshops to share the knowledge from mid-2023. HKIQEP will remain devoted to enrich the environmental professional industry and the community. We look forward to your continued support to carry HKIQEP forward. Thank you all for joining us here this evening. I hope you will enjoy catching up with your friends and colleagues. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zhang, for that opening remark and sharing with us the great achievement and plans of HKIQEP. Now, may I have the pleasure to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Jie Jinwan, Secretary for the Environment and Ecology, to come to the stage to give us the keynote address. Secretary Chair, please.
Good evening, everybody. It is my great pleasure to be here tonight, meeting so many old friends and new friends, as well as colleagues, to celebrate the 7th anniversary of the Hong Kong Institute of Qualified Environmental Professionals, Hong Kong IEP. I am honored to witness the growth and the accomplishments of HKIEP in the past years, with growing numbers of members across various disciplines of environmental services in a short time. I am sure you have all read the policy address, in which we will work closely together to achieve carbon neutrality, including improving energy efficiency, promoting green transport, waste reduction, and waste-to-energy initiative in the coming years. We will continue our collaboration with our counterparts in the Greater Bay Area to improve our air quality, improve our living environment by reducing the pollution loading into Victoria Harbour, and establish wetland park in the northern metropolis to help conserve our natural environment. The EIAO procedures are going to be streamlined, and the provision of the centralized database will be eye-opening when you see it in the not too distant future. I would suggest you look for it. Yeah. And we need qualified environmental professionals to support all these great initiatives to improve our living environment. Looking ahead, the number of professionals needed in the environmental field will increase, together with the infrastructure development in the region. as well as increasing awareness on ESG issues for creating a better and sustainable future. We applaud HKIQEP's spirit of collaboration with existing environmental professional institutions and environmental experts hailing from across the business, government, and academic sectors to build this platform. Since its establishment in 2015, it has made good progress, with now close to 600 members and over 1,100 candidates taking the HKIQEP Part 1 examination. The development of the Graduate Environmental Mentoring Scheme, which is called GEMS, echoes the launch of Graduate Subsidy Program under the Green Employment Scheme. It demonstrates HKIQEP's commitment to strengthening the development of our young people to enter the environmental profession and nurture talents for meeting needs on various environmental fronts. We share with HKIQEP the aspiration for Hong Kong to become the center of excellency for developing qualified environmental professionals in the Greater Bay Area, providing both quality jobs and a healthy environment for a truly sustainable future for generations to come. I would like to congratulate the HKIQEP on coming this far, and I look forward to seeing HKIQEP's continuous growth and to become a leader in promoting environmental professionalism in Asia. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Jia. Please be seated. Now may I invite our honorary advisor, Engineer Dr. W.K. Low, to come to the stage to present the certificate to our Graduate Environmental Mentoring Scheme, GEMS graduate. Before that, W.K. has been a strong supporter of GEMS program, and may I now invite W.K. now come to the stage to share with us with his thoughts. W.K., please.
Secretary CW, Chairman Zhang, Director Alice, members and friends of HKIQEP, good evening. So I'm very, very pleased to be invited to this banquet and be on the stage. I'm happy to say that I'm gradually seeing my working life as a electoral member is getting back to normal. Normal in a way that there are several banquets in the evening, and I have to run from one hotel to the other. And most importantly, we are seeing the life in LegCo, the work in LegCo have been back to normal. Back to normal in a way that there's no more filibustering. And this morning, I chair the last PWSC meeting of this LegCo year. In this year, the PWSC has held around 34 hours of meeting and passed 34 agenda items, and the amount is almost 104 billion Hong Kong dollar. So, well, this is what the Development Bureau have all been telling us. The government is planning to roll out more than 100 billion dollar worth of public works in a year. And of course, I would say all of these are very important projects relating to the improvement of the livelihood of people. Well, land development, building public housing, and also the transportations, logistics, hospital, schools, etc., etc. So of course, the PWSC is not approving the final funding, the final funding approval lies on the FC. But of course, the FC, the finance committee, is also back to what it should be. Wow, no more filibustering. But of course, we are still seeing a lot of challenges ahead, and we still have to have a very tight control to fight against the pandemic. We have to work together to revitalize our economy. And for the future, the two success factors are, of course, the I and S. I stand for innovation, and S is sustainability. So I witnessed the establishment of the HKIQEP, and also witnessed the start of the mentorship program. And during difficult time, when the pandemic actually caused the breaking of the work chain, the supply chain, and the capital chain, we worry about the future of our young graduates as well, because companies have been suffering, and they said they might not be able to continue to invest in training the younger generation. So this is really a serious threat to the future of Hong Kong, the future of our professional. Wow, then here came the green employment scheme, and the company employing young graduate boys and girls to help them to start their career in the environmental industry can have the subsidy of $5,610 per month for 18 months. But the scheme actually continues. Well, this more or less followed the scheme-made training in the Hong Kong Institute of Engineers. But this is really very helpful. And therefore, even during the very difficult time, we continue to for sanction. So this is extremely encouraging, and this is because of the joint effort of the practitioners and professionals in the environmental industry. So I'm very pleased to have this opportunity to really meet the young folks, and I wish them a very bright future in this important industry, the environmental industry. Secretary CW is charged with the duty to make sure that we're on the right path towards carbon neutrality by the year 2050 or even earlier. But of course, this is not the duty of a single person. It's really a duty for the whole industry. So we'll work together to make it happen. So again, thank you very much. I'm so pleased to be able to join a banquet like this. I really hope that the life, the working life, the entertainment, etc., will be back to normal very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, WK. Please remain on stage. You've got a very important job to do. Now, may I invite our GEM graduates who have completed the program with excellent performance and humble attitude to come to the stage to receive the award, the certificates. Now, may I invite Mr. Lo Chuk Bong, Mr. Zhou Jifeng Fergus, Mr. Feng Cheng Yu Din, Ms. Zheng Hei Lam, and Mr. Lo Tuk Yen Caleb, Mr. Lam Chi Kai Charles, and Ms. Lo Chi Yen Jennifer to come to the stage to receive the certificate and have a very nice group photo with WK. Right, if WK can stand in the middle, thank you. Right, well, listen to our photographer, thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. May I invite the graduates to come down the stage, and WK, please remain on stage. Congratulate again to all GEM graduates, and I also thank you for the support to this annual dinner. Now, it's a very important time, which is the group photo time. So now, if I can welcome the guests of honor and HKIQEP Board of Directors to come to the stage. Mr. Jie Jinwan, Secretary for the Environment and Ecology. Mr. Freeman Zhang, HKIQEP Chairman. Ms. Grace Koch, HKIQEP Honorary Treasurer. Dr. Samuel Choi, EPD, Deputy Director. Professor Lam Kin Chi, HKIQEP Honorary Advisor. Professor Christine Low, HKIQEP Honorary Advisor. Ms. Alice Pang, DSD Director. Dr. Jackie Yip, AFCD Assistant Director, Country and Marine Parks. Professor Alexis Lau, HKIQEP Vice Chairman. Dr. Peter Louis, HKIQEP Vice Chairman. Mr. Manuel Bagori, HKJC Head of Sustainability. Dr. Vincent Zhang, HKIQEP Director. Mr. Zhang Bengquan Jaewik, HKIQEP Director. Professor Jonathan Wong, HKIQEP Director. Dr. Hao Chi Hang Billy, HKIQEP Director. Mr. Vincent Choi, HKIQEP Honorary Secretary. Engineering Cheng Kok Ying Heng, SIWAM Chairman. Mr. Simon Ng, EMAHK Chairman. Engineering MH Isa, HKIEIA Chairman. Mr. Wong Cho Kin Alfred, HKIQEPO Chairman. Mr. Kelvin Chu, HKIOA Chairman. Mr. Samuel Kong, HKIQEP Director. Mr. Chu Kin Fai Eric, HKIQEP Honorary Legal Advisor. And lastly, Engineering Dr. Lee Chi Hong Berry, HKIE Senior Vice Chair. Right. If I can invite some of the guests to come down the steps, maybe the first row to move forward because it's our toasting time. So, yeah, sorry. Just for health and safety, make sure you get down the stage when you receive the staff's champagne from you. So, when I invite all the guests of honor and board of director to each get a glass of champagne from our staff, and can somebody help me keep the mic to our chairman to give us a toast to for this memorable moment. Please hold on a second. Please toast.
Okay, everyone, happy 7th anniversary. Cheers.
Wow, happy birthday. Happy 7th birthday, HKIQEP. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you all the directors and all our guests. Our dinner is about to commence. Enjoy your delicious meal. Before that, I would like to inform you that being a professional institution for environmental professionals, we try our best to miss this celebration a green event. You may notice later on you will receive QR code which shows the menu of this evening. If you scan the QR code, you will find the menu of tonight. More importantly, all our green measures for this event are provided by this code. We have 3 key measures. Firstly, our menu today is made reference to the WWF Hong Kong Sustainable Seafood Guide, so we are serving sustainable seafood to you all. We all need your support on the second measure. When you have eaten to your heart's content and there's still food to come, please feel free to use your box and bring food home. Alternatively, please inform the waiter to stop your portion when they know what they want to do next. Thirdly, we're trying to make this event carbon neutral. 10 tons of carbon offset has been purchased at YGF, Mangxi Household Biogas Tanks Project in Yunnan Province, which includes offsetting the carbon emission incurred for your traveling. Once again, thank you for coming and enjoy your dinner, and I will return later for more program. Thank you.
Important question.
The next section is group photo. The driving force from the board of directors and the honorary advisor is the key to success of HKIQEP. To commemorate tonight's event, we would like to take a group photo with all the members of the board and honorary advisors. May I invite each of you to come to the stage. First, Mr. Freeman Zhang, Chairman. Engineering Dr. Lo Wai Kok, Honorary Advisor. Professor Christine Lo, Honorary Advisor. Professor Alexis Lau, Vice Chairman. Dr. Peter Louis, Vice Chairman. Ms. Grace Kok, Honorary Treasurer. Mr. Wilson Choi, Honorary Secretary. Dr. Vincent Zhang, Director. Mr. Samuel Kong, Director. All right. Right. Everyone, be ready. 1, 2, 3. Say cheers. Cheers. Thank you for all the board of director and honorary advisor. Please remain on stage. May I now invite the academic representative to come up to the stage for photos. First, Professor Li Xiangdong, Dean of Faculty of Construction and Environment, PolyU. Professor Xiangdong, Professor Li Xiangdong, please come up to the stage. Professor Jimmy Feng, Assistant Provost, Teaching and Learning, HKUST. Yeah. Dr. Winnie Law, Deputy Director, Center for Civil Society and Governance, HKU. Dr. Michelle Law, Representative, ENSC Program, CUHK. Professor Wang Wenxiong, Representative of Professor Chen, CDU. Professor Li Chuncheng, Professor and Associate Head, Civil and Environment, PolyU. Professor Eileen Lo Manchi, Chair Professor, Civil and Environmental Engineering, HKUST. Professor Patrick K.H. Lee, Associate Professor, School of Energy and Environment, CDU. Professor Jimmy C.M. Yu, Professor of Chemistry, Head, United College, CUHK. Mr. Kevin Light, Committee on Social Responsibility and Sustainable Development, CUHK. Last but not the least, Professor Xu Jianmen Wen, Associate Head, Department of Biology, HKBU. Thank you. May I invite our photographer to take a photo of both our director and our academic representative, please.
gentlemen, we are Mosaic, an a cappella group based in the University of Hong Kong. Tonight, we're very honored to be invited by the HKIQEP to perform and bring our music to every one of you here. The song we performed just now was Happy by Pharrell Williams, and we hope you've enjoyed it. And the next song we will be singing is Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. Sit back and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next song is a Cantonese classic called There's No One Else Like You, 唯獨你是不可取替 by Sammy Chang, 鄭秀文. Please enjoy.
這般也想我，誰也說不上你一般清楚我，問我可需要什麼，願你終想交託給我，讓我一生好好把你照料，請讓我犧牲你需要，為你獻出全部熱愛，從來沒缺少。
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're about to bring our very last song. This song is called In Good Hands by a very rising but popular Cantonese star called Panther Chan. We hope you enjoy this song. 相信一切是最好的安排。
睜開眼睛，一號四壁，一刻彈性，充滿壓抑，美麗遐想，沒人和應，又再想起了只得你一個旅程，不需要放，天平會放，繼續流浪，穿上武裝。那道陽光越來越燙，像已燒滾已叫濕了的褲，自然起在盛放。雲霧將青空蓋掩，埋夏天制服線，隨時日會發現世界很大，還很大，可以的你可以有正好的，原來不怪。還不怪，可有心跳跟你去探討這一世界，未來千姿百態，緣分尚未到，別怕定會到，要相信一切是最好的安排。今天跌倒，不用畏高，講緊談吐，收拾塵草，往後回首。就靠這一次孤身奮起裏醞釀，不需要放，天平會光，沒白走一趟。在每一次挫敗之中找到新的方向，帶着你倔強，路再崎嶇也懂怎去走，咬實牙關再直上。原來剛好來得好。不算早也不算太慢，最好昂然闊步，踏方土，一切苦澀將你蛻變更好，不需懊惱，定能當開劫數。從前順利過，亦跌宕過，這些經過都會是你命裡瑰寶。世界很大，還很大，可以的你可以有更好的，原來不壞，還不壞，可有心跳跟你去探討這一世界。未來千姿百態，緣分尚未到，別怕定會到，要相信一切是最好的安排。未到定會更好。來抹去眼淚，抬頭再次出發。 離過，亦跌撞過，這些經過都會是你命裏瑰寶。世界很大，還很大，可以的你可以有更好的，原來不壞，還不壞，我有心去跟你去探討這一世界，未來千姿百態，緣分上你都別怕，定會到，要相信一切是最好的安排。
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mosaic, for that wonderful, wonderful cabaret of that performance. It's lovely. Thank you. Our dinner continues. Thank you. Please and continue to enjoy. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our dinner is about to conclude. I would like to take this opportunity and invite Dr. Peter Louis, our Vice Chairman, to come to the stage to give us the closing remark. Dr. Louis, please.
Hello, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed dinner and networking opportunities this evening. Probably you won't hear what I say, but that doesn't matter, because your presence have certainly graced our annual dinner. And I can see a lot of smiling faces. This is good. And with that, it also brings us positive energy, which will be good motivation for us to further develop environmental profession and more opportunity for young people. With that, I hope you a very enjoyable evening. Have a safe trip home. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 多謝，多謝，多謝。
Thank you so much, Dr. Louis. I know we all so excited to catch up with friends old and new, but ladies and gentlemen, now come to the end of the 2022 HKIQEP annual dinner. On behalf of the Institute, I would like to thank you all for coming, and I hope you had a pleasant evening and connected with friends and meet new ones. We hope to see you all in the coming CPD events and continue to support HKIQEP. Please like or follow our Facebook page, LinkedIn, or Instagram. Thank you again for joining us tonight, and I hope to see you in next year. Good night.